Yo 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 yo. What's up? What's going on? What's happening? What's popping? It's your dog. Tidy checking in with a live stream. What's going on, good people? Atlanta Falcons fans, fans of other teams, whatever the case may be. How are we doing? How are we feeling? How are we looking today? Hope all is well, and well is all. You know what I mean? It's been a good minute since we've been up in this thing, man, but we are back here today. You know, we wanted to come in here and talk about some breaking news. Houston, Texas defensive end, pass rusher, Will Anderson Jr. just signed a contract extension for 3 years, 150 million. I gotta say that in my middle Georgia voice. 150 million. 150 million. My professional voice, that's $150 million. With 100 mil guaranteed. A hundo guaranteed. A 3-year deal now. 3 years, 150 million. That means in 2 years from now, this dude can re-up and take that and even get him for even more. Goodness gracious. I bet this guy weekend is going to be so great this weekend. I bet when that check clear, or that check, it probably already cleared. I don't know. They probably did some kind of wire or whatever. But boy, I bet when he pulled up his phone and he went to his bank account out, goodness gracious. If he was on our Atlanta Falcons, he would easily be the highest paid player on the team. 3 years, $150 million. And I just said 100 million guaranteed. Let me retract that statement and properly correct myself. That's 150 million fully guaranteed. It makes a big difference. 150 million fully guaranteed. Goodness gracious, boy. Once I knew he was gonna get paid, but I didn't expect this guy to be making top end quarterback money. Goodness gracious. And that after I came down from like, dang, that's a lot of money. It made me think about my beloved, my love, my favorites, the Dirty Birds out of Fulton County, Georgia. It immediately made me think of them. And it also thought about our top pass rusher on our team, James Pearce Jr. After seeing Will Anderson Jr.'s contract, I immediately thought about James Pearce Jr. And he has had a very well publicized incident that happened one day before the Super Bowl. So what's that, about 2.5 months now, something like that, with WNBA star Rickea Jackson. So that really resonated with me. And I'm thinking to myself, like, goodness, Pierce, Will Anderson just hit these people for 150 million, bro. And you jeopardizing that kind of money for your actions. jeopardizing that kind of money for your actions. So what we're gonna do, it's been a minute since I've been on here, y'all. So do me a favor, hit that like button for me. I know I'm out of the algorithm. That's how YouTube work now, man. Like if you ain't consistent, if you take months breaks, like I unfortunately often do, they almost start you over, man. They like, you gotta earn your way back in the algorithm. So y'all help your dog out. Make sure you do hit that like button. I see Lisa's in the building. What's going on, Lisa? How you doing? How you feeling? I appreciate you always coming in and showing some love. Also got John Higgins in the house. What's going on, John? Hope you're doing well, my friend. But yeah, that made me think about James Pearce Jr. Because if you look at the numbers, of course, James Pearce Jr. has only been in the league 1 year. But Will Anderson Jr. has only been in the league 3 years. And Will Anderson Jr., his first year, he finished with 7 sacks, which is very, very good as a rookie. That's very good as a rookie. 7 sacks is good as a rookie. That's fairly good if you're a 5 or 6 year veteran. If you can get 7 sacks in the NFL, you're going to be on an NFL team continuously, and you're going to make a very, 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 very good living. 7 sacks. But Will Anderson Jr. got that as a rookie, his rookie year. And I'm looking at James Pearce. James Pearce had 10.5 sacks his rookie year. So Pearce is already on a much, much, much better career pace statistically. Now, year 2 for Will Anderson Jr., he improved. He got 11 sacks. And year 3, he got 12 sacks. So I'm thinking to myself, well, shoot, James Pearce Jr., you get a little bit better year 2. You get a Falcons, as a full-time starter, you get them 12, 13 sacks year 2. Year 3, you move into that upper echelon of pass rushers. Now you're talking 14, 15, 16, 17 sacks year 3. Then you would have went right back to the table like Will Anderson Jr. did and say, hey, I need a new deal. Your agent would have said, hey, my client, he needs a new deal. So watching Will Anderson Jr. reset the market for his position, it made me think, man, Pearce could have been doing the same thing just 2 years, 2 seasons from now. Because he's already on pace. He's already on pace. They were calling him the next Micah Parsons. So that just made me think about James Pearce Jr. And what I want to do here is I want to listen to the 911 call, because the 911 call it leaked some time ago, and I want to listen to it with y'all, and we go through it together, and we share our thoughts, and share what we think and our perspectives and so forth and so on about it. Millie Mills in the house. What's going on, Millie Mills? Good to see you, man. I know it's been a minute. Only a knucklehead would want to lose that type. Yeah, man. Man, that's not. It is life-changing money, but to supersede it being life-changing money, that's generational wealth, life-changing money. That's your kids. And make sure that Pearce name is solidified for generations to come. So, man, that's a tough pill to swallow. And I wish James Pearce the best. I wish Rickea Jackson the best. T Terry in the house. What's going on, T Terry, man? It's been a minute, man. Good to see you coming through. Big Love says, man, I hope he hasn't messed himself up with JPJ with his off the field mess. You absolutely right. So what we're gonna do, y'all, we're gonna take some time. We're going to listen to the 911 call of the incident with James Pearce Jr. We're gonna listen to the 911 call. Give me just a minute. Let me get to it. I'll be gone from YouTube so long that I'll be forgetting how to do stuff. I gotta remember how to share the screen and all that stuff, man. So give me a minute. Let me get to that. And we're going to listen to this together. I think this is the correct thing right here, I think. So we're going to listen to this together, y'all. And we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Y'all bear with me. I'm re-familiarizing myself with StreamYard. Silk Legacy in the houses. What's up, Toddy? Yeet. Get some, Silk. What's happening with your Silk? So y'all, yeah, let's listen to this James Pearce Jr. 911 call. Well, I guess technically it's Rickea Jackson 911 call if we want to be technical about it. Let's listen to it. And now y'all, before we start, let me be upfront and transparent. I'm gonna listen to this. Y'all know, just like y'all are, big time Falcons fan. But I'm gonna listen to this with some unbiased ears, y'all. Just gonna be transparent. I'm gonna listen to this with unbiased ears, and I'm gonna give my feedback commentary with unbiased ears, and I'm gonna try to do my very best to provide commentary with unbiased thoughts. And I say try my best because you can't always control your thoughts. We all know that. Sometimes your brain and your mind, they have a mind of their own, pun intended. But I'm gonna be unbiased, and based on what I hear, I'm gonna relay my thoughts and my perspectives from an unbiased, opinion. I'm gonna do my very best not to be unbiased because James Pearce, that's our guy. That's who we're familiar with. Some of us, we were not even familiar with who Rickea Jackson was until the story broke. But we hold a certain kind of bias toward James Pearce because that's our player, and he's a damn good player. And I think a lot of us, a good bit of us, don't want to lose him. Now I have saw some Falcons fans that say F Pearce, get him off the team. I don't want that idiot on the team. And here's a great question from Lisa right here. She says, is it too early for me to ask you if you still want Pearce on our team? Man, that is a great question. As of right now, Lisa, I do still want him on the team. As of right now, based on everything that has came out right now. So as of this day in April, I do. Now, some other stuff comes out that makes me look at him in a different fashion. I'll reserve the right to change my opinion. But as of right now, I do. But I'll add on to that my answer and say I don't think it should be a situation where he just has a 4-game suspension and then he's right back on the field. Let's act like it never happened. For me, I feel like his punishment should be more than 4 games. Based on what I've seen so far. And to be fair to Pearce, now if there is more evidence comes out that proves that things are not as bad as it seems so far, maybe there were some contributory factors to this, then I could say, well, no, 2, 3, 4 games just enough. Because now I didn't know this. But as of right now, I still do want him on the team, but I think he needs to sit down. I think a suspension is more than warranted for him. At least as of right now, I think a 10-game suspension minimum, based on the information that I've seen and I've gathered so far. A 10 suspension without pay minimum, and that's why I started at minimum, 10-game minimum. But I'm going to play this, y'all, so let's listen to it. If y'all can't hear it on your side, let me know. But let's go.
Saturday, February 7, 2026, 09:17 and 42 seconds.
Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, what is the address of the emergency?
Hi, I'm actually in the...
And just so you know, this is Rickea's very first call on that day. of this incident. This is her very first call to 911.
Car. I'm on the way to the Doral Police Department. It's currently following me.
Plunder. True crime audio.
He's following you?
Yeah, he's following me. He stalks me all the time. Like, this is insane. I'm on the way to the Doral Police Department. He's pulling up on the side of me. Could someone like meet me outside?
Plunder. True crime
Like, I'm
audio.
turning around because
What type of vehicle is he driving?
Sir,
And I will add on to this as we get started. You can hear the engine in the background. You know that what I think Pierce was in the Lambo truck. You can hear all $250,000, $300,000 of that engine in the background.
he is driving insanely right now. He's driving a white Lamborghini Urus. I feel like he's literally about to run me off the fucking road, sir. I don't know where I am. He's about to hit the back of my car. He's about to hit the back of my car.
True crime audio.
What type of vehicle you in?
He's driving in front of me. I don't know what the fuck to do. I have my weapon.
Y'all hear that engine? You can hear that $250,000 worth of engine in the background.
Listen. What type of vehicle you're driving?
You know what? I'm driving a gold BMW. He's literally gonna. He's
Plunder. True
I don't know what the fuck
audio.
to do.
Okay,
He's following me around, sir.
Now it's getting to the point where you can start to hear the anxiety and fear in her voice start to intensify. You know, of course I can't see what she's seeing right now, but I'm picking up on her voice inflections a little bit now.
In the round, like.
Who are you with? Are you
911 caller, who are you with? You don't seem to have any kind of empathy. It's just all business with him.
alone inside your vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And is he alone?
I
Zay Ticket in the building. What's going on with you, Zay? How you doing, my brother, bro?
don't know if he's alone. What the fuck is wrong with this man? Oh my God, I cannot believe this shit.
For y'all are we got any car enthusiasts in here? Like, what kind of engine is in that Lambo truck? Because you can hear that truck talking, boy. You can hear that truck. Wonder what kind of engine in that truck. Way past my tax bracket, so I wouldn't know nothing about it.
I'm at North. Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm on Northwest 74th Street. I was literally like 2 minutes from you, but he keeps like cutting me off. Like, he keeps cutting me off.
Okay, are you going to make up? What do you do? You want to make a right or left?
The Round Police Department, I'm 5 minutes away. I'm on North 74th Street. Goodness, I cannot believe this shit, bro. He's literally going to hit the back of my... Sir!
Okay, keep driving.
I can hear. I'm gonna hear who I assume is Pierce. Sounds like he just hit his brakes real hard.
Keep driving westbound.
He's in a car accident, sir. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Just keep going straight. Keep going.
Now you can hear once again the fear starts to intensify in her voice, you know. So at this point, like, she's saying she don't know what to do. You can tell she's perplexed, and you can sense that she's starting kind of, you know, to feel trapped. You know, even though obviously they're on, you know, public streets.
Straight, okay?
No, I can't.
Just keep going straight. Don't you?
Sir,
You keep going and
he's about to fucking kill me.
Plunder. True crime
Can I have your
audio.
name? Keep going straight.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going straight.
Just keep going. Just keep going straight. So I have the so like that. I have the officers will know where you at. Okay, if you keep going in circles, they're not going to be able to find you.
I
What's his
cannot
name?
believe this.
No, his name. Is he a black male or white male?
Black male, 6'5". I cannot believe. He's about to literally hit my fucking car.
Okay. All right, just keep going eastbound, okay? I have the officers on the way.
Lisa said, "This is my first time hearing this. I hate this for her." Is the first time I listened to it, Lisa, it was a tough listen. Because you can hear and sense the full range of emotions, and just being blunt, the sheer fear in her voice. You can hear it and pick up on it all throughout this call. So I'm sure that this was a very, very, very traumatizing event for her to experience.
Did you see any weapons at all?
I don't know, sir. I wouldn't be surprised if he had one. He's literally going to cause a freak accident. This is crazy. This is fucking insane. I'm trying to get in front of him because he's trying to get on the side of me.
Plunder. True crime audio.
This is fucking insane.
Listen, you keep going in circles.
No, officer, meet me outside. I'm 1 minute away.
I'm sorry?
Officer, meet me outside. I'm 1 minute away from the Route Police Department, sir. I cannot believe this.
Now, mind you, we are 5+ minutes into the video, and that's, of course, that means that she's at least 5 minutes into her phone call, and there's still no police, no law enforcement or anything that has shown up. So just imagine, what's going through her head. I can only imagine.
You still following you?
Yes. I'm trying to find the Rouse Police Department. I can't find it. He keeps cutting me off. He keeps cutting me off, sir. What do I do? I don't know where to go. Do you have my...
So you can hear it in her voice. She feels lost. She feels trapped. She don't know what to do. Even though she's on obviously on the phone with 911, at this point, she don't even feel like they're providing any help. She keeps saying, "I don't know what to do, sir. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to get to the Rickea Police Department." She's pretty much saying "Hey, when are y'all gonna get here?" Damn, what's taking so long? Real life Grand Theft Auto.
Have my location?
Do you have my location? She's like, "Hey, what's taking so long?"
I have your location, okay?
Sir, I don't know how to get to you. I guess I checked in the wrong thing.
You're going to go to 99th Avenue.
He's literally about to run me off the fucking road,
Plunder.
sir. I'm going to
True
shoot him.
crime audio.
Sir, I'm going to shoot him.
Listen.
Sir, I'm literally
I need you to go.
shoot him.
And it's obviously whatever happened in that situation with these cars, his car, her car, allegedly, you could tell it really intensified then. Her voice inflection went up. You hear the emotion in her voice, and she's now saying "Look, I'm gonna get my firearm and I'm gonna take care of him." That's how afraid she's gotten at this point. She is fearing for her life, and you can obviously hear it in this phone call. She's in legitimate fear of her life.
I need you to go to 99th Avenue.
Sir.
Okay?
I don't know how. I don't know what to do.
Okay, let's see. You are... Go back. You passed the station.
Plunder. True crime audio.
He just hit my car, sir. Sir, can someone text me the address?
Boy, that engine loud, boy. That thing got some straight horsepower on it.
What do I do? He just got out the car trying to hit me.
Listen, go to Go back. You pass the station again, man.
Oh my God, I want to shoot this man.
Lisa says, I can't do it tight. I don't want him on the Falcons. This goes beyond football for me. And Lisa, I totally understand it. I totally understand it. And I've seen a numerous amount of Falcons fans that have said that, from men and women. You know, this is not just a situation where I'm seeing a lot of women saying, like, you know, no, I don't want him on the team. I've seen a large amount of men. They have called him all kind of names, from punks and, you know, other explicitives. Get him off the team. We don't need him on the team. I don't care how many sacks he get. You know, get this lunatic off the team. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, Lisa. And like I said, I've seen a lot of other Falcons fans, you know, echo the same sentiment.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Make a right. Make a right. Oh, you passed it again. You're supposed to make a right on 62nd Street.
And I know this got to be so difficult for her. One, she's on the phone. Two, she's trying to follow directions. And I know it's difficult to follow directions based on, you know, her mind state, you know, what she's experiencing right now. Three, she's trying to drive as best as she can and then avoid everything that's going on outside of the car with him. So I can just only, you know, imagine, you know, everything that was going through her mind and her head and things of that nature at this point in time.
No, I'm on 58th Street.
Okay.
What
right.
street?
So go right. Go right. Go right. You're going to make a right, and then you make your first right.
Millie Mills says she was more afraid of that monster next to her more than she was of him. That MF will ruin. Yeah, that thing ruined, boy. Like I said, that car way out of my tax bracket. That's a dream for me. So I don't know what kind of engine in that Lambo, but that thing ruined hard, boy. I'm talking about every time he hit the gas, thing sound like a monster truck, man.
Make your first right.
Make a right. Now what?
Yes, now you're going to make a right on 99th Avenue.
Okay.
That's going to be 99th Avenue. Go northbound. And you're going to stop in the first block.
I can't find my phone. Okay, make a right at 99th Avenue. Then what? Then what?
You see the station? You're gonna see the station on your left.
Where? I don't see it.
Keep going.
I don't.
Yeah, she's beyond scared at this time. She's terrified, and to me, it seems like she's doing the best to keep her composure because and I'm only assuming here, but it seems like she knows if she loses her composure, that's gonna really work against her. You know, especially out here trying to drive, and drive in somewhat of a manic, environment. And I'm not saying a manic environment based on something that she's initiated, but it's like playing a video game, Grand Theft Auto. She's doing the best to stay on the road, to avoid him, to probably watch out for other cars, and that's a lot going on, and she's trying her very best to keep her composure, and it's a tough call to listen to.
Keep going.
What's the address?
Keep going.
Where?
Okay, it's at 6100 Northwest 99th Avenue. You're gonna see it on your left. You see it right there? On your left?
No.
Go around on the first block. Make a left.
Where?
All right, so mind you, let's look at our time frame in this phone call. We are now almost 10 minutes into this phone call. Still no police, still no law enforcement, and still going through what she's going through. So that's a long, when you're going through something like that, not saying of course I've never experienced anything like that, but when you're calling for help, you need help, man, 9 minutes is a long damn time. A long damn time, man. That's an eternity. When you're trying to wait on help and hopefully help gets there, that's a very, very, very long time. Dog 330 in the building. What's going on with the 330? 330 says, so after the outcome, we don't believe in second chances. Me personally, 330, I definitely, believe in second chances. I would be the biggest hypocrite walking earth if I said I didn't believe in second chances, because I've been given second chances and third chances multiple times, in my life, based on mistakes I made, based on bad decisions, bad choices I made in my own life. People have definitely given me second chances, from my personal life to my professional life. I've worked with companies before who got given me second chances when I didn't make good decisions, and I had to face consequences of those decisions. So me personally, I definitely believe in second chances without a doubt. Now, if the Falcons believe in a second chance in this kind of situation, of course I can't speak for them. And I don't know how long you've been on here, 330, but with Will Anderson Jr. just signed his new contract, 3 years, $150 million, $100 million guaranteed. That's kind of what got me here today, because you make a very valid point when you say second chances. But this is like the conundrum in a sense. As a team, when a team is investing, let's just say a company, bump a team. When a company decides they're going to invest a certain amount of dollars into a person, they're going to consider your character, your past history, and whether or not that they can trust you. Because Will Anderson Jr. got $100 million fully guaranteed. So the people who run these companies, these corporations, that's something they're going to think about. Can I trust this person to do the right thing off the field if I give him or her this kind of money? And a lot goes into these contracts. Of course, a lot of it is your play on the field, your value to the team on the field, but off the field plays a very, very big part on that as well. I watched a great interview with Michael Vick years ago, and I think it was on Shannon Sharp's platform. But he said, he made a point to say when a team gives you like that, when he was speaking of his $100 million contract that he messed up with Atlanta, and he said as he matured, he understood his mistakes. He's like, Arthur Blank, the Falcons, they just did not pay me to throw the football, to run the football, to put butts in the seats. They also paid me to have high character, to set an example off the field. And I'm paraphrasing here, but he said he pretty much was saying that's where I messed up at. So he made a point about that also, and it's absolutely true. A lot of stuff goes into those big old deals, that they give to you when they do give them to you. So that's just a lot of stuff that, these big companies consider when they invest that kind of money into you. But yeah, to answer your question, me personally, I definitely believe in second chances.
Where? Sir, where? I'm stopped. I don't know if he's behind me. What do I do?
Make a left. Make a left.
Is this so? Oh, okay, then what?
You don't see the station on your left?
Is someone outside? He's cutting me off. He's not. There's not a gate. Open the gate.
Just stay right there. I'm letting them know.
Okay, it sounds like she's probably just arrived at the police station. I'm assuming here when she said, "Is there a gate? Where's the gate?" I'm guessing she's arrived probably in the intake area, and intake area, that's where they bring arrestees into the locations. A lot of times it'll be on the side of the police station or on the back of the police station. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. But that sounds like where she's at, because a lot of times they lock that location for obvious reasons. You know, they're transporting arrestees. So that sounds like where she's at. I don't know. You know, I've never been to the Rickea police station. I pray to God I never do.
Sir, hurry. He's getting out the car.
Plunder, true crime audio.
Look, he's pulling off now. Somebody needs to go get this man.
Okay, just stay right there. Don't move.
No, he's following me, sir. He's going to hit my fucking car.
Why did you leave again?
Oh, you need to pop out. Like, why is the fucking gate open?
All right. It sounds like she got there. She stopped. He followed her there. He got out of his Lambo, approached her car, tried to get in her car. She had it locked. She got spooked and took off again. And that's kind of why the 911 dispatcher said, like, why did you take off? You know, but I get it, man. She's scared. You know, ain't nobody out there. It'd have been different if officers was out there, you know. And again, I'm not trying to take anybody's side, y'all. I'm trying to just give y'all unbiased, you know, commentary. You know, of course, I'm a male. I'm 200 plus pounds. You know what I mean? But she's a female, you know, and, you know, her fear level probably is different than my fear level, your fear level, James Pearce's fear level. So I'm just trying to look at every single angle. I'm not just trying to look at this as a Atlanta Falcons fan who wants this extremely talented defensive player back on my team, and, you know, just going to turn a blind eye, act like this didn't happen. You know, so don't throw tomatoes at me, y'all. I'm just trying to look at this with an unbiased eye.
Listen, stay at the station. Why would you leave the station?
Everybody went silent. I don't know what's going on right now.
Are you going back to the station? Hello?
Hello?
Are you going back to the station?
There's an officer here. There needs to be another officer. There needs to be more. He's dangerous.
Okay, so obviously an officer just arrived. In her words, there needs to be another officer here. He's dangerous, you know. So she's calling. It's funny, but she's calling for the backup. James Higgins says the problem she has is she got the wrong kind of person on the phone with her. I don't think he really knows what the hell he's doing. He shouldn't have had that type of job. This ain't a laughing matter, but this dispatcher was he was kind of funny for unintentional reasons. I'm kind of like, you was like, bro, like you seem like you're not prepared, or like he just woke up, you know, like he overslept and this was his first call of the day before his brain woke up. I don't really know what's going on with the dispatcher there, but he didn't seem to be very, very, very helpful. Let's see, 330 says, hold on, y'all, just a moment here. My StreamYard is not StreamYarding. I can't see the comments like I needed to. He says, I'm hearing they don't want him on the, I'm hearing I don't want him on the team responsible, but I'm thinking that there needs to be a redemption for him as much as for her. Playing in the NFL is a job. So if, hold on, 330, I don't know what's up with this. I need to I'm gonna have to click off your comment to read it. I'm hearing they don't want him on the team responses, but I'm thinking that there needs to be a redemption for him as much as for her playing an NFL's job. So if they don't allow him to play, then I think your comment cuts off after that. There definitely needs to be some kind of redemption. And Lisa asked me earlier, right now, do I still want him on the team? As of right now, I still say yes, even, hearing this part of the video. And that's kind of why I mentioned a minimum of 10 games, because it's hard to defend what I've heard thus far, y'all. And that goes back to some of what you were saying before, 3 Dirty, about second chances. Like, even if hypothetically speaking, if the Atlanta Falcons decide, okay, let's keep him on the team, let's give him a second chance, as you said, 3 Dirty. Even if they decided to suspend him for 1 year without pay, I'm good with that. And the terms of that 1 year suspension, like, man, you got to get therapy, you got to get counseling, you got to get anger management. You got to spend this entire 12 plus months to work on yourself mentally and spiritually, and that would be some of your redemption. That would be some of your rehab. So even if they were to give him a 1 full year away from football, man, I think a part of that would really needs, mandated therapy, mandated anger management. Because at this point, James Pearce, he's flipped. He's lost it. He is totally lost it. He done threw all his cards on the table and just said, F my career, F everything I done worked so hard for. F all the future millions of dollars that I'm gonna make, hundreds of millions of dollars I can potentially make, so he's blacked out, and that's not a good place to be. That's how you make, critical mistakes in life, which so far this shows to be. Now, sometimes you get to a level where you'll make a critical mistake in life and you cannot come back from it. And unfortunately, that's why we have so many people sent in a penitentiary with life sentences. They blacked out. They weren't able to control themselves, weren't able to control their emotions. And just in a split second, they made a decision that changed their life, changed somebody else's life, and changed a lot of loved ones' life. And you can't correct that mistake. Now, whether or not this mistake is correctable, that's subjective. That's kind of like in the eyes of the beholder. There are some people say, yeah, James Pearce can bounce back from this. He can correct this mistake. Rickea Jackson may feel like, no, you can. This mistake can never be corrected. I can never forgive you for all this trauma that you brought me. How you scared me this day. She said multiple times, I'm about to grab my firearm, and I'm about to, him. She said that multiple times. So there's obviously a lot of elements to this story. James say, wait a minute, let me go through the rest of these comments. Hold on. I'm gonna come back to the rest of these comments. What's going on, James? How you doing, bro? He says Root got traded, Toddy. Are you serious? Well, I know you're serious. I know you went BS. Well, god dang. Who we got traded for? Look at it. News happening on the phone. The Falcons are trading Root Aurora to the Jaguars in exchange for defensive tackle Mason Smith. Oh, wow. So that's something else we'll have to talk about. Appreciate that, James. Thank you. Let me go back up. Let's see. Winston says she definitely has a case if she chooses to pursue it against this dispatcher in that precinct. She told him in no uncertain terms that she needs police outside the station over 8 minutes ago, yet they had the gate closed and no officers outside. Yeah, that to me, that this just took entirely too long to get help. Let's see how long this phone call is. This call is about, before the police got here, about 10 plus minutes long before help got here. And that I don't know what took so long to get somebody there to help her. And then even when they finally got an officer there was only one officer, and she like, hey, you gonna need more than one. You better call your backup boy, because you're going to need more than one. This cat 6'5", you know, he 235, 240. He's in supreme physical condition, boy. You better get you some help. But this crazy, man. And speaking of cases, obviously I'm no lawyer, but for James Pearce, and I'm just saying this based off what I know so far. I think right now the best resolution for him, speaking of cases, is for her to sue him in civil court. For her to sue him in civil court. For him to settle out of court. You're gonna have to give her a whole bunch of money. A whole bunch of money. But settle out of court, break her off a whole lot of money. You know, break her off the kind of money that she probably don't even necessarily need to play basketball anymore if she don't want to. And in return, she doesn't testify against him in court or continue to cooperate. And I'm not saying that the law enforcement still can't build a case against him, because they can, but their case is much weaker without her there to testify, especially if they don't have anything on camera. So for me, that would be the best resolution for James Pearce at this point, just based on what I know. Jordan Texas boy in the building. What's going on, Jordan Texas boy, man? Appreciate you coming in. So what to do, ABG Toddy, Bags Fam, the new era is here. Let's get it, bro. We about I think we're less than a week from the draft, even though we don't have a first round pick, but you know, football is definitely right around the corner. Jordan Texas the boy also says rumors say that she's about to be a part of a trade to the Chicago Sky. I think I saw something about that as well. But yeah, we're gonna finish listening to this, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna listen to the entire thing because it's about 40 minutes long, but let's try to see how this finishes.
You hear me, sir?
Okay, the officer already there?
It's one, but he needs backup. I'm telling you, and he needs to go to fucking jail.
Okay, just stay inside.
He needs backup. He needs more than one. He's dangerous. He needs to go to effing jail.
Your vehicle, okay? Put the gun away.
Where you keep talking? I can't find my gun.
I'm sorry?
You keep talking. I can't find my phone. I can't find you. Hold on.
I'm here.
Okay, now we finally hear some sirens. So now we finally hear some sirens coming up. Almost 12 minutes later.
Okay, sir. There's police officers here. Thank
Okay, stay inside.
And now that she sees additional law enforcement come, you finally can hear the relief in her voice. Okay, sir, there's more officers coming. Thank you. She finally feels relieved. You know, so this sounds like it was just 12 minutes of pure hell for her. Probably longer than 12 minutes because, you know, she probably didn't call police initially, you know, once this transpired or once it started. But, man, that's a long time. 12 minutes, that is a long, long time.
Your vehicle.
He just drove off. He literally just drove off, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Just stay inside your vehicle, okay?
Okay. Oh, my God.
Did you see any weapons at all?
No. What do I do?
Okay, just stay right there.
They're following him.
Do me a favor. Stay right there. Don't move.
Should I drive into the police station?
Okay. Go back to. You want me to give you the address again?
No, I know where it is now.
Okay, let me let them know.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so this is obviously the part, you know, where the rest of the officers come, and I guess James Pearce takes them on I guess a short drive, and they eventually catch up with him, and then we've all seen the arrest footage, so it looks like this is the part we're entering right now.
Can they open the gate, sir?
Hold on, let me let them know.
Okay.
And after all that, they still got her sitting out there in the car by herself. This is crazy, bro. She's still sitting out there in the car by herself.
Oh my goodness.
Spell his first name for me.
Will they open the gate?
Kind of sound like she's finally at the part where she done came to tears.
Okay, and spell your name, your first name.
Can they open the gate, sir? I don't want to just sit out here.
Listen, you're
Or
safe.
is there another way?
He's nowhere near there, okay? You're safe.
Okay.
You're safe. Just try to relax. Are you hurt? Do you need the paramedics?
He hit. No, I don't need the paramedics. No.
Okay. All right, just stay right there, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. We can hang up.
Okay, so that call has ended. This is call number 2. So they're playing multiple 911 calls about this one incident. So we're now about to hear call number 2 about this incident with James and Rickea. So let's listen to call number 2.
Saturday, February 7, 2026, 09:18 and 24 seconds.
Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, what's the emergency?
Hi, yes. I'm just calling because I saw 2 cars. I'm on the 74.
Okay, so what this is a witness that called in. So while this chase was going on, this is somebody who's now calling 911 to let them know what they saw. So this is pretty much a witness call.
Northwest on 97th Avenue. And I think one of them is trying to get the other car.
I think one of them is trying to get the other car. That's from a unbiased witness who just minding their business, and they're calling 911 to tell you this is what's going on outside. Y'all need to get y'all asses up here.
And I just wanted to let you know they're like basically running a lot.
So they're like kind of racing each other or something?
I'm sorry?
Are they like racing each other, ma'am? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but like really, really bad.
Okay, hold on. Stay on the line. Don't hang up the
But like really, really bad. But like really, really bad.
phone. I'm going to have an officer take information. Don't hang up.
That's call number 2. Let's listen to call number 3. Let's see what the next witness is about to say.
Saturday, February 7, 2026, 09:19 and 01 seconds.
Okay.
Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, Position 105. How can I help you?
Hi, yes. I'm giving you guys a call because 2 cars, they're going 97th Avenue towards west. They're like chasing each other and like they're driving really, really bad.
There are 2 cars going towards 97th Avenue. They're like chasing each other. They're going really, really bad.
97th Avenue going westbound on what street?
Going, they should be around 58 right now because I saw them on 74. They should be going towards to 58.
So are they going south on 97th Avenue then?
No, yeah, south on 97, yes. Sorry.
Okay, you said near 58th Street, Northwest?
58, yes.
Okay, 2 vehicles are chasing each other to verify have there been any accidents or injuries as a result of these 2 vehicles?
No. One of them, I think it was a Ferrari. But it was really bad.
Were they racing each other, or did one person appear to be chasing the other person?
The one in the back was chasing the other one in the front.
The one in the back was chasing the other in the front. The one in the back was chasing the other in the front. This is just a regular witness calling in and relaying the same thing that Rickea has been saying the entire time she's been on the telephone. So now you got two people calling to corroborate her story.
Okay.
I can only see the one in the back.
What kind of vehicle was which kind of vehicle was in the front? The one being chased?
The front, I couldn't see it.
Could you tell what color
I
it was?
couldn't see the light. It was black, but I couldn't see the model. It's black,
That's okay.
and then the one in, it's white. It's like an SUV Ferrari. Yeah.
Wait, was the tag number on that vehicle at all?
No, man. It was
a
like
Ferrari SUV for sure? The white one?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Okay, and did you see the person who was driving the white vehicle, the SUV, the one doing the chasing?
No.
Did you see the person in the
I
black
just
vehicle?
know. No. They were far away from me, and I called because like I was going through the light, and he did a turn really hard, and then they kept like fast, really fast.
Okay. Were there any weapons involved or being displayed from what you could tell?
No, that I can see.
How long ago did you last see them?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, and you're not going the same way that they're going, correct? You're
No. I already. No, they make a right, and I kept going.
Did you want to leave your name and number or be anonymous?
No. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. We'll notify the officer.
She said, hell no, I don't want to leave my name and number. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
I'm just calling so y'all get your ass out here and do your damn job. I ain't trying to leave my name and number. You crazy woman? All right, call number 4. Let's see what call number 4 say.
Saturday, February 7, 2026, 09:23 and 23 seconds.
Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, what is the address?
Hello.
Sí, buenos días.
Give me one moment.
Aló.
All right, so that's, I guess that person hung up. Call number 5.
Saturday, February 7, 2026, 09:23 and 32 seconds.
911, what is your emergency? ¿Cuál es la dirección de la emergencia?
La dirección de la emergencia es casi al frente del módulo de la policía del.
Okay, y'all. I don't know Spanish, so we're going to go by call number 5. I don't know what he's saying.
Por la 99 Avenida.
Viendo que están agarrando como 1074.
Sur por
Buscando la 70.
7, 2026, 09.
This is a new call. We went by the person that was speaking Spanish. I wish I could. I wish I knew what he was saying, but of course I don't know Spanish.
24 and 30 seconds.
Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, what is the address of the emergency?
Hi. What is your address? I'm trying to drive to you. Make a right.
Okay, so this is Rickea's call again. So I'm guessing that they went through the calls in numerical order of how they were received. So I'm assuming that she wasn't even the first person to call in because this is her again.
No, I'm on 58th Street. What street? You go straight? Okay.
Oh, I see what happened. She called the police again on a different line. So I'm guessing she didn't like that guy dispatcher she was talking to. So she's called the police again. Because I can hear him in the background.
Hold on, man.
Yeah, so she called 911
I can
again.
barely hear my phone is under my seat. Oh, right, then what?
Yeah, so she's called 911 a second time.
Sir.
Saturday, February 7, 2026. 09:31 and 11 seconds.
Miami-Dade Sheriff.
Hello.
Oh, you hear them sirens coming in quick now.
Plunder.
Bro, the police
True
is fucking
crime
chasing me. I didn't do
audio.
shit wrong.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this is James Pearce calling in at this point. So after he's left the scene with her, he has called in now. So now this is James Pearce calling in that we're about to listen to at this time. Let's see what he says.
Sir.
I don't know what the fuck to do.
Hello.
Hello.
What's the address for any help, sir?
Bro, the police chasing me. I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
Okay, try to
Plunder.
pull over, sir.
True
If you
crime
pull over and
audio.
I don't know
cooperate.
what to do, bro. How the fuck I'm supposed to pull over in the whole department on me?
What color, make, and model is the car that you're in?
I'm in a fucking urine, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Plunder.
What color is the
True
I've been in
urine?
urine.
audio.
What color?
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, James, we're all innocent until proven guilty, bro. But for you to come on and say you didn't do shit, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Like, I'm hearing Rickea's call, then I'm hearing independent witnesses call. At this point, a sane person is led to believe that, for the most part, everything that has been reported happened. He was chasing her, driving crazy, ran to her car. I mean, they've already showed his car and it was obviously damage to it. So a sane person is led to believe, and I feel like I am a sane person. I'm not on no drugs or alcohol as I make this recording, that, yeah, you was out there chasing that woman, man. And now you're calling back in saying you didn't do anything. You're on the phone crying. I don't know why they chasing me. The whole department is after you. Come on, bro. You know why they there. You know, it seems to me like he's making this call now. He's probably now coming to his senses at this point. Probably coming to his senses. And now it seems like he might be trying to cover his tracks. That's what it seems like this call is to me. He's playing the victim. He's saying he didn't do anything. But you got the victim who was Rickea, and you got like 4 or 5 different other witnesses who's calling in and say, hey, man, just somebody in a white exotic sports car is chasing another car.
Okay, if you pull over, they'll be able to assist you.
I didn't do nothing. No. Bro, what the fuck, bro?
What is your name? Listen, the more you cooperate with them, the better it will be for you. Try to pull
I don't know
over.
what they want me to do. They start pointing guns at me.
They want you to stop, bro. That's what they want. They want you to stop. When the whole unit behind you and they pull them blinkers out, stop, drop, and roll. That's your best bet at this point, Mr. Pearce.
I'm audio.
Yo, how can I get in touch with somebody?
How can I get in touch with somebody? You in touch with somebody now? You talking to the police? I mean, technically the dispatcher, but that's an extension of the police. See, I'm gonna be straight up, y'all. You know, he trying to play the system as a fool at this point. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. He know he done fucked up. Now he trying to cover his side, he trying to cover his ass. Who do I get in contact with? Bro, you know you've been out there acting the ass all morning. You know what you done did, and you know why that whole force is on your tail right now, bro. It's like, this call is so unnecessary, Mr. Pearce.
I have help. I'm trying to communicate with.
Look at these niggas pointing guns at me, bro.
Okay, try to pull. Listen.
The arrest form states that when she stopped at a red light, Pearce got out of his car and tried to open her door. Her statement said she was fearful for her life and sped away to the police department for help. Pearce allegedly intentionally crashed his car into hers and blocked her access to the police department. When officers located his car in Doral,
So I guess
Pierce refused commands to.
All right, so we'll start right there, y'all. That video is used courtesy of Plunder True Crime. That's their YouTube channel. So if you want to go on there and hear this uninterrupted, or if you just want to go and watch the entire video, go to Plunder True Crime. That's P as in Paul, Lun, D as in David, ER, Plunder True Crime. This is their content that they uploaded on their channel. So if you want to go check it out and watch any other videos on their channel, you know, I definitely advise you to go do that. But in closing, y'all, like my final thoughts on this, like I know that there have been so many different perspectives and so many different opinions on this subject since it happened around the Super Bowl. And I try my best not to jump to any kind of conclusions. But again, like you hear Pearce on the phone call, so he's already placed himself there, you know. And not only the fact that we have him on videotape getting arrested, so he's already placed himself there. The victim has placed him there, and you got three or four other people who have called in reporting that cars were chasing each other. So it's real hard to defend this. It's real hard to say that he didn't do what they said he did, you know, because like I say, I've seen some people that say they want him off the team. I've seen some people say keep him on the team. I've even seen some people that said that Rickea Jackson is just telling lies. She's trying to get him set up, and you know she hating on the brother. And you know I've seen people say that. At this point, man, it's real hard. At this point, like I say, if some other evidence comes out, we'll wait and see. But just hearing these calls, hearing him call in, trying to save his ass, cover his ass, hearing her call in, and hearing these independent witnesses, is real hard to defend James Pearce at this point in time and just say things didn't happen like they said they happened. Like they did drop the charge of him hitting the law enforcement officer with his car. That charge was dropped, but all the other charges that they charged him for, those have stuck. So it at this point, like, you know, if we just being honest, like, you know, if you want to just stick to the code and just ride with the Falcons and ride with the players, right or wrong, you know, you gonna stick to that. But if you're just gonna be honest, you're gonna be unbiased, it sounds like Pearce is fucked up. He made a very poor decision. He made a poor choice, and he was doing stuff that he shouldn't have been doing morally and legally. And you know, there's gonna be some consequences that come with that. It's real hard to kind of defend that based on what I just heard, based on what you just heard. You know, I'm sure there was no clandestine scheme for her to call in, and then for her to have four other people to call in. Hey, let's all report the same story that a guy in a Lamborghini is chasing after me, and blah 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 blah. Especially when he calls in and he's put himself there at the scene of the crime. So if I'm being honest, I'm being unbiased, y'all. James Pearce just effed up, man. He messed up big time. You know, that definitely what it appears to be. T Martin, what's up? Says traded root for Mason Smith. I saw that, man. I gotta look into Smith and check him out and watch some film on him. 330 says, and no, I don't condone any violence, nor have I ever been involved in a DV situation, but I'm not concerned about the money part. This is two, I think that says young people. This is two young black people that can make a difference on this level. I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree. And then again, it's going to be the Falcons that's going to, you know, ultimately make that decision on whether Pearce is going to make that difference in Atlanta or on another football team. So I don't know how this is going to play out. Obviously, Arthur Blank is going to make the final decision, but you know, we'll see what the people that he listens to prior to making decisions, what kind of input they'll have. I'm sure Matt Ryan would definitely have a significant voice in the room. So we'll see how this plays out. 330 to settle out of court and move forward 10 games and pay out. I don't know. I'm not sure what that abbreviation is, but yeah, I think that's the best course of action for James Pearce. Like, bro, you're gonna have to pay that. You're gonna pay her a lot of money, bro. I mean, you gotta get her a lot of them game checks. I'm talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars, bro. Settle out of court. That way she don't come to court to testify against you, which makes the state's case harder to prove. Also, at that point, it makes them more prone to give you a better plea deal. Because I don't think you're gonna get to a point where all these charges gonna get dropped. There's just too much going on. You got them many police officers chasing after you, bro. It's like, something gonna come of this. Something gonna come of it. Noah says, so like a Deshaun Watson type situation. If you talking about payout, yeah, something like that, bro. Gotta pay these. You don't have to pay her off, man. Gotta pay her off. Like I say, in that way, she don't come to court and testify against you because she sounded hot as fish grease on that phone, especially when she was talking about getting her piece and handling her business. Once this case is at the point of that, regardless if she decides not to testify, what she has committed to, the state is going to pick it up because there's too much evidence of violence. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was just alluding to. Like, too much happened. Like, man, when you it's a difference if one officer was just called out for a domestic situation. You know, you ain't really wasted a lot of the state's resources at that point in time. But man, you on the highway driving crazy. And as James Pearce said, the whole damn department is following you. When you got them many red and blue lights after you, them many officers, bro, them many police cars, they done dedicated all their resources toward you, and you out there acting an ass, bro. They gonna look for their get back in terms of the judicial system. So once stuff get out of hand, man, it'd be hard to draw that back. And this is one of them situations, bro. Like I said, it'd be different if this was just something that happened at the house and only one officer came out. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, hey, okay, y'all talk it out. Y'all figure it out amongst yourselves. Hey, man, we'll give you this, you know, $3,000 fine and, you know, 6 months probation. You don't get in any trouble in 24 months. We'll wipe it off the records, you know, stuff like that. But once you get to this point, it's hard, especially down there in Florida too, man. Like, you know, that plays a big part of it as well. Reader said he didn't put his hands on her, so in my opinion, he had a temper tantrum. He didn't put his hands on her 3:30, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. He put her life in danger. He put his life in danger. You out there driving at that kind of high speed. You done rammed into her car. You cut her off. Yeah, he didn't touch her, but I don't necessarily say that I could sit here and say, well, that makes it better because he didn't physically assault her during this incident. He still did a lot of stuff, a lot of wrong stuff out there playing in them cars, man. A car is a deadly weapon. You know, and how he was driving, how he was acting is just hard for me to come to his defense. You know, if I'm being unbiased, you know, like if I want to just go into my Falcons fan mode, that'd be a little different. But it's kind of just hard for me to kind of just try to find any excuse for him, you know, out there playing Grand Theft Auto with them cars, you know, hitting the back of that woman's car, traumatizing her like that. You know, he might not have physically hit her, but you know, you talk to any woman that's been through any kind of, you know, physical or mental abuse, and they'll tell you, man, the mental part hurts just as bad as the physical part. So it's just kind of hard for me to get James Pearce any kind of rope at this point in time. Okay, I'm just gonna say Jamal says they go to court next week, so we will see what happens. But I think he will only get suspended a few games and might have to pay her, and he probably already got him in therapy. I think it's gonna be more than a few. I think he will definitely be suspended for a significant amount of games. To me, a few would be 3 to 4 games. I think at minimum it's gonna be 8. For me, if I was making a decision, I would give him at minimum 10. But I think it would be at least 8 at this time. 3 there. This is 1 year without pay. Crazy, but most of you up here co-sign the threats of violence on YouTube. Me 1 year without pay ain't crazy, man. Because the alternative is with I think he's being charged with 3 or 4 felonies. He could be sitting in prison for 3, 4, 5 years, bro. So 1 year without pay, still on a rookie contract, and you still retain your freedom. You still have the opportunity to get back on that field to and somewhat improve your reputation and still have the chance to come out here and make hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't think that's a big price to pay. I really don't think that's a big price to pay. It's just hard for, and I'll repeat this 330. It's just hard for me to get James Pearce any kind of rope when you out there playing in them streets with them cars like that, man. Like, somebody could have got seriously hurt, man. Somebody could have lost their life because he out there. He done lost his temper. He done lost control of his emotions, and that's how things happen that you can't come back from. Luckily for him, her, and any other innocent bystander, like, this wasn't as serious as it could have been. So again, my unbiased perspective, I'm just looking at this as the unbiased eye, unbiased thoughts. Like I told you I was at the beginning of the video. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like what he did wasn't something serious. You know. Lisa says, so terrorizing someone with your vehicle isn't doing anything wrong. Okay. 3 days he was outside of his body, then he came back to reality. Trick of the enemy. Yeah, he definitely lost himself. He definitely lost himself. Jamal said, I'm not taking nobody's side because we don't know the full story. We don't know what she did to him to make him spaz out. No, he shouldn't have followed her and all, but we will see soon. Yeah, and I can respect that, not taking anybody's side. But man, bro, I've been young before, you know. I've been P-whipped before, you know, made some bad decisions, bro. But that's life. That's growing up. That's learning how to deal with your emotions, how to deal with yourself. It's hard for me to find any reason just to get in that car and be driving crazy. But I definitely get what you're saying. Definitely, Jamal. Like, you know, we don't have all the details yet. Jamal said the people are just calling in because 2 cars are speeding at a high level, so that's why they call police. Even though 2 people said one car was following the other, but none said he hit her. It was actually, Jamal, it's like, I think it was 4 people called in. You had 2 ladies, and you had a guy that spoke Spanish. I think it might have been actually 3 ladies. It was at least 3, but I think it was 4. And see, this is the thing, Jamal. It's like, I get what you're saying, but every phone call from the witness corroborated her initial story. You know, she gave the blueprint of, hey, this is what happened. Then you have the witnesses calling in and said, and they're pretty much saying the same thing, because when one of those dispatchers said, what are they doing, racing? That lady was like, no, it's worse than that. That lady, no, it's worse than that. This is worse than racing. So the witnesses are corroborating her story. And when you say no one said he hit her, that is true, but how did the damage get there to the front end of his car? And at this point, I hadn't seen it, but I'm sure she probably has the damage to the back end of her car. You know, so that has to be explained. Well, if he didn't hit her with a car, like, how did that damage get there? It's just hard for me to give him a lot of rope, because again, I want, you know, I want the best for the team, but I can't sit here and play like I didn't listen to what I just listened to. You know, I can't play like delirious. Like, the common sense of Toddy feels like he already know what happened now. When she called in, the witnesses called in, and then he calling in talking about he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, the 47 years of being on this earth, I feel like I already know what happened. You know, just the common sense of me feels like I strongly already know what happened. And He was out there chasing that woman, cutting her off, driving crazy, driving at high speed. He eventually ran into the back of her car. He was getting out his car, trying to get to his car. And then once all the police got there, he was like, oh shit, this shit done got real. He done hauled off, trying to run from them. And then he gets to the point where he done, calm down somewhat. Now he gonna try to call the police, try to cover his ass. I ain't doing that, bro. Like, I've seen a lot and I've experienced a lot in my 47 years, so I feel like I know what happened. T. Terrence and Miss Jackson was out of the white rapper next week. This incident happened, posing, taking pictures. Hey man, she shouldn't have to stop her life, bro. I don't feel no way about that. 3 there. This is the NFL and the justice system are two different entities. One shouldn't affect the other. Lisa says she had broken up with him in September. She didn't want to be with him. He could have handled the rejection. The man is obviously emotionally unstable. He flew from San Francisco to Florida to harass her. I actually agree with that, Lisa. There's also, y'all, I won't play it here, but there's also another incident. And maybe I feel so strongly like this because there's another incident with her calling the police. And the police talking to James Pearce before this happened, and pattern of behavior says a lot. There are some incidents before this happened that's on YouTube. If y'all just want to go search and find it, it's out there. But there's other incidents, and the police kind of gave him a break because one of the cops like, yeah, I know you're a ball player, man. Just be honest with me, and we'll kind of make sure that we can figure this out. But patterns of behavior, that really says a lot. And patterns of behavior, they typically should never be ignored. Hey, man, but I want to thank y'all for coming through, man. And thank y'all for coming through. I want to thank y'all for y'all time. Looks like we just had a trade, so go check that out, see what's what about that. And I'll do my, especially with the draft coming up, I'm going to do my best to try to be more consistent, man. But y'all make sure y'all take care of y'all selves and y'all have a good weekend. I'm out of here. Peace.